Welcome to Golden Rest Guide. Let me begin with a question that may feel uncomfortably familiar. Do your nights feel like a broken record? You go to bed at 10 p.m. hoping for rest, but by midnight you're awake again. At 2 a.m., you shuffle to the bathroom. By 4 a.m., it happens once more. And when the sun rises, instead of feeling refreshed, you feel heavy, groggy, and drained. It's like you never truly slept at all. Now here's the surprising truth. This frustrating cycle isn't just old age. It's not something you're doomed to accept as part of growing older. In fact, in most cases, it comes down to one small hidden habit, something so ordinary you probably don't even notice it. But once you change it, everything changes. That's what today's episode of Golden Rest Guide is all about. The number one hidden habit that wakes people over 60 to pee again and again at night, and the simple shift that can give you back the deep, healing sleep you deserve. So let's uncover what's really happening. The culprit is not your bladder. It's not even your kidneys. The real problem is timing, specifically when you drink water. Here's why. When we're younger, our bodies produce higher levels of a hormone called vasopressin. Its job is to slow down urine production at night so the bladder doesn't fill too quickly. But as we age, vasopressin levels naturally decline. That means your kidneys keep working as if it's daytime, even while the rest of your body is trying to rest. So if you drink a large amount of water, or tea, milk, or even soup in the evening, you're essentially handing your bladder a late-night workload. And the result? You're up at 2 a.m., at 4 a.m., sometimes even before dawn, stumbling half asleep toward the bathroom. And it's not only about plain water. Evening rituals around the world feel soothing and comforting. In American homes, it's a warm cup of tea. In Europe, it may be milk or broth. In Asia, a light soup to end the day. These traditions feel healthy, but for an aging bladder, they are often the hidden cause of restless nights. Take the story of Mrs. Harris, a 72-year-old grandmother. She believed a tall glass of water before bed kept her healthy. But every night she was awake 3 or 4 times. Her daughter worried about her walking in the dark, afraid she might fall. When her doctor explained that it wasn't how much water she drank, but when she drank it, everything changed. Mrs. Harris began drinking most of her water before the afternoon, with only small sips in the evening. Within a week, she was sleeping 5 to 6 hours without interruption. She told her family, "It feels like I've been given back a piece of my youth." She isn't alone. Mr. Thompson, a 68-year-old grandfather in Texas, had the same struggle. He thought broken nights were simply his new normal. He drank a large glass of water every evening at 8 p.m., believing it helped with digestion. Instead, it guaranteed bathroom trips at midnight and 3 a.m. But when he shifted his drinking schedule earlier, he experienced something he hadn't felt in a decade: 6 uninterrupted hours of rest. His words were unforgettable. "It feels like I've been given a gift." And across the ocean in Pune, India, Mrs. Deshmukh, a 72-year-old grandmother, had her own story. She loved her ginger tea at 9 p.m. It was her moment of comfort after a long day. But she never connected that small ritual with her nightly awakenings at 2:30 a.m. Her grandson suggested moving her tea earlier, around 6 p.m. She hesitated, but gave it a try. Within days, she was sleeping longer, her mornings felt lighter, and she said, "I didn't know such a small change could bring such relief. It feels like I found a new chapter of calm." So what's the lesson here? It's not about drinking less water. It's about drinking smarter. Here are the Golden Rest Guide rules for hydration. Drink generously in the morning and early afternoon. Begin tapering after 3 or 4 p.m. By 7 p.m., keep it to just a few sips if you're truly thirsty. If you take medication at night, drink only enough to swallow the pill comfortably, not a full glass. And finally, choose room temperature or warm water instead of ice cold, which can irritate the bladder. But timing water is just one piece of the puzzle. Other habits silently train your bladder to interrupt your rest. One common mistake is going to the bathroom just in case before bed. It sounds wise, but over time, it actually retrains your bladder to send urgency signals too early, even when it's only partly full. Another habit is eating watery foods late in the evening, like soups, cucumbers, or watermelon. They quietly add more fluid for your kidneys to process overnight. Evening caffeine, even in small amounts or herbal teas, can overstimulate the bladder. And salty dinners, pickles, chips, or heavy curries make you thirsty, leading to more late-night drinking. Alone, each your rest. One common mistake is going to the bathroom just in case before bed. It sounds wise, but over time, it actually retrains your bladder to send urgency signals too early, even when it's only partly full. Another habit is eating watery foods late in the evening, like soups, cucumbers, or watermelon. They quietly add more fluid for your kidneys to process overnight. Evening caffeine, even in small amounts or herbal teas, can overstimulate the bladder. And salty dinners, pickles, chips, or heavy curries make you thirsty, leading to more late-night drinking. Alone, each seems harmless. Together, they set you up for restless nights. The hopeful news is that simple changes can often fix the problem within a week. Start with gentle movement during the day. After 60, fluid often collects in the legs. When you lie down, that fluid shifts upward, forcing your kidneys to work harder. A morning walk, light stretches, or even lifting your heels while seated can help release this fluid earlier. Adjust your sleep position. Lying on your left side with a pillow between your knees reduces bladder pressure and improves circulation. Create a cool, breathable sleep environment. Wear light cotton pajamas, use a thinner blanket, and keep your room slightly cooler. Overheating at night leads to thirst, and thirst leads to extra fluid intake. Finally, calm your nervous system before bed. A few minutes of deep breathing, gentle meditation, or soft music can tell your body it's safe to rest, which reduces false urgency signals from the bladder. Let me share one more story. In Florida, a gentleman in his 70s thought the solution was to drink almost no water all day. He believed staying dry would protect his sleep, but by evening, he was dehydrated. His blood thickened, his kidneys worked harder, and he still woke up 3 times at night. When he reversed his routine, drinking steadily from breakfast until late afternoon and tapering in the evening, his sleep improved dramatically. His mornings were clearer, his balance steadier. And here's something important. This is not just a men's issue. Many women believe nighttime urination is only tied to prostate problems, but studies show both men and women experience the same changes in hormones and bladder sensitivity after 60. Women, too, can suffer broken nights, often silently, thinking it's just them. The truth is, it's common, it's natural, and it's fixable. So let's bring this all together. Tapering in the evening, his sleep improved dramatically. His mornings were clearer, his balance steadier. And here's something important. This is not just a men's issue. Many women believe nighttime urination is only tied to prostate problems, but studies show both men and women experience the same changes in hormones and bladder sensitivity after 60. Women, too, can suffer broken nights, often silently, thinking it's just them. The truth is, it's common, it's natural, and it's fixable. So let's bring this all together. Nighttime urination after 60 is not an unavoidable destiny. It is often the result of everyday habits: drinking water too late, eating watery foods at dinner, consuming caffeine at night, or even retraining the bladder in the wrong way. These are not signs of disease. They are signals from the body asking you for small, gentle adjustments. So here's my challenge to you from Golden Rest Guide. For the next 7 nights, try shifting your water earlier in the day. Keep your evenings light, just a few sips if you're thirsty. Avoid watery foods and caffeine at night. Pay attention to your sleep position, your room environment,